Hey there, welcome to my channel. My name is Voke Etefe. Today we're going to be discussing a very interesting book by Lola Shoneyin, and it is titled The Secret Lives of the Four Wives. So basically this book is just about a polygamous family whereby the man has a man and four wives, and this book borders on a lot of issues, a lot of things that happen in the African society. It borders on childlessness and the polygamous nature of families, yes, and all the secrets and all the intrigues and all the drama that comes with polygamy. So that's basically what the book is about. I have to actually be scanty about telling you about the book because I can't really tell you about this book without giving you spoilers, and I would hate to do that to you, because if anyone had given me spoilers about this book, I wouldn't have liked it, because having my own personal journey and all my oohs and ahs moments was precious to me, and I would not like to steal that from anyone. So I would encourage you to read the book for yourself so that you can actually see and enjoy how your journey do, just where I enjoyed my own journey. Yeah, so I'm just going to talk about my personal journey and what I think about the book and the theme, and hopefully it inspires you to go and pick up this book and read as well. Yeah, so this book is a lot of things for me. Although I do not really understand polygamy because I didn't really grow up in that kind of environment, but a lot of African families, they have this story about polygamy, about childlessness, infertility, and all that. So growing up, I read a lot of books that had this as the theme of the book, telling you about how the African society speaks about children, how women are being perceived in the society, and how the disparities, the difference in training a boy child and a girl child, what's expected of the male and what's expected of the female, the pressure that is mounted on the boys and the pressure that is mounted on the girls, how you have to get ready, prepare yourself. Okay, it's like the journey throughout a girl's life is just achieving the end game, which is marriage, and so you have to do this so that your husband can accept you and do that. And on the part of a man, he has to be able to provide, and that's is basically what happened in this story. Because Baba Segi, I do hope I'm pronouncing this name right, because I have been trying to get the right pronunciation and I haven't been able to get it. I'm so sorry if I am pronouncing it Segi wrong. The name is actually from Yoruba origin. I'm not Yoruba, so I do hope you pardon me for that. So Baba Segi is this man who has been groomed in the African society in a way that, okay, you are the man, you're supposed to provide. And there was a time in the African society, and it's still happening, people actually count children as wealth, and the number of wives they are able to control as an achievement. So Baba Segi is not an exception to that. He lives according to the society, what the society dictates, and he has these wives that he commands. First of all, it was actually 3 wives at first. Then he met the last wife, and she's just different. Although each of the wives actually entered this household as young ladies, and they were actually beautiful and full of life and youth, because let's face it, most African society, you have to be very young before you get married. So most of them got married in their early 20s and all. And Bolanle, who is the last and 4th wife, she was the educated one, and she was very young and youthful when she joined the Baba Segi household. And as every polygamous home, there was like a way things are being done. The first wife is the mother of the home. She controls most of the affairs. She's like the leader, like the queen mother in the house, while the man is the king. And the other wives are also queens too, but this first woman is the leader amongst the women and children. Yeah. So this character of the first wife, which is Mama Segi, she was at first when I introduced this woman to me, I was like, she's experienced and that's why she's acting this way or that. But as time went on, which is one thing I love most about this author, was that she gave the readers the opportunity to have backstories of why a particular character made a particular decision at a particular time. So you don't just, even though you have judged the character that, okay, why is this person like this, you have the opportunity to learn and know what, okay, there are circumstances surrounding this person's action and this person's decision, so you do not actually have to blame them entirely. And that was the case I found for every character. Every character had their own story, their personal journey before they actually joined the Baba Segi's household. And this Mama Iya Segi, sorry, not Mama, but like Iya is like mother of Segi. So Iya Segi was this boisterous woman. She loved to have her own money. She loved being independent, but most of the time these things do not really pan out well for some women, because even though you love something, if your husband doesn't like it, then you forget about it. But this woman was able to maneuver. She was able to, should I say, trick Baba Segi into her opening her own business. She had shops in various parts of the city. Also, she also speaking about Iyatope. Iyatope's character was one of that is actually calm, quiet, but she was quite calculative and quite observant. Iyafemi was she was sharp. She had a sharp tongue. She was conniving. She was corny and all that. Then Bolanle, the educated one, Bolanle's character is just one of, I would say, self-discovery, because Bolanle had her own demons and her own dark side, and she just wanted to run away from it. So that's how she found herself in the Baba Segi's household. And thank God she was able to rediscover herself and move on with her life. Baba Segi, oddly, Baba Segi is actually my favorite character in this book, because Baba Segi, although he's an African man to the core, he does a lot of things. He's silly. He's like Bolanle described, he's ill-mannered. He's not cultured. He's also one of those people that will spit out a window, that does things that are so uncultured, are like that society, like, yeah, ill-mannered. But apart from that, I like the fact that Lola Shoneyin, which is the author, she showed this vulnerable side of Baba Segi. Most times in these books, they do not really show men as being vulnerable. There was even a part whereby we saw that Baba Segi was brought to tears. Whenever he is nervous or whenever he gets angry, he actually either throws up, or he shits himself, or he goes to the toilet to poo-poo. So, and this thing, after doing this, whenever an upsetting news or something that's going to upset him, it actually upsets his entire system. His bowel was torn and everything. So if he can just puke or poop, then he's fine. And this is actually very amazing to me, because I like the fact that Baba Segi forgives easily, and I think that it was an admirable trait in him. A lot of things happen in that book whereby he was actually the victim, but you cannot actually blame him for his choices and everything, because he was trying to be the man like the society have said. So, and the fact that he forgives so easily, and when the deep dark secrets of his wives were revealed, he still had it in his heart to forgive. Although that forgiveness was under the patriarchy in society, like his forgiveness was conditional, but he actually forgave them. You say, just like him saying, reprimanding them. He actually said, okay, you won't do your business again, or you won't do this, you won't do that, you won't do that. If you want I forgive you. But in the basic truth was that he actually forgave his wives, and it was really admirable to me. I liked that. So Baba Segi was my favorite character. Although I liked almost everyone was the main character, because we saw stories through their eyes but Bolanle is actually like the main center of everything in this book. And although I like her because she showed a lot of strength, and a lot of there were a lot of moments whereby she just showed that women were strong, and women empowerment and all that. But that does not go to show that the other women, although uneducated, although they were living under the rules of this man, and they were calling him my lord and all that, there were actually sides of them that were admirable. And they can be emulated. They were strong. They had their own. It showed that okay, women actually have their own minds to think. They also portrayed that part as well for me. And although at the end of the book there was justice, although every woman showed great character, but most times, like we see in the society, Bonale actually took the bull by the horn. She was actually, yes, every woman knew that they wanted more, but okay, they fell to the pressure, or okay, they succumbed to what society dictates. But Bonale actually took the bull by the horn. She took steps to, okay, this is not what I want more. But then at the end of the day, after all the struggle and the drama and the fighting, she found her peace. She learns to let go of certain things that have been a burden on her and all that, and found peace. And I think that was really admirable. Yeah. So thank you for watching this video.